Bernie. Oh my God. Bernie. Oh my God. Boys, like, I don't even know why we're still surprised that every fucking chapter is a fucking banger. But here we are, 1064.
Bleach couldn't do this. Dragon Ball couldn't keep up.
Nah, never before seen unprecedented amounts of goated chapters.
After Wano, at that.
Like, and you know what? I'm gonna stop doubting that Oda is holding anything back anymore.
He's not hold, like now. He's like I don't care anymore. Like this is it. This is.
I think yes. I've gotten used to for sure that like Oda is gonna be like, oh, like we'll save it for later. Like you get a little tease, a taste right now, and then I'll show you like 5 years down the line.
Fuck Naruto.
No, okay. Oda's saying, I got nothing. Like I'm just dropping everything right now. He's like, I'm out in like a couple years. I gotta get the story out. And he is just dropping things over and over. Cover stories. Oh my God.
The magnum opus of the cover stories.
Right now. Okay, so Aokiji, as we said last week,
he is part of the Blackbeard Pirates for sure.
He took Pudding, and now we know Pudding is here on this island. So who else is on this island? I said Kobe. We don't have confirmation of that yet, but we have Aokiji here right fucking now.
And on the next island over. So like anything could pop off. Anything. Pudding Sanji could be like, oh, I heard a female distress in distance.
Wait, hold up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you're confusing yourself. Okay.
What's going on now?
They are not an island over. Like they're quite far away right now. They took 3 different directions. Law took the shortest one, so he's actually pretty far from Luffy right now. Like you're confusing the Marines and Sword, which are right next to Egghead Island.
Okay, fine, I guess. I suppose so.
Ow!
Maybe I got too overhyped, but look.
Like you said, Blackbeard Law, they're fighting.
We're
seeing some of the fight.
And finally. The Hearts Pirates finally being useful. They're being meat shields.
And that's all they need to be.
That's all they need to be.
That's all they need to be. They know their bread and butter is lost.
Guys were like, oh, we're so tough. You don't know about the North Sea. You don't know anything about the North Sea. There is like
North side.
They're just like, okay, bro, they're really.
But you know what? It was dope seeing that they all had their own roles.
They're actually swimming. They're like, we were used to the cold waters, to the depths. Yep. They were like,
hey, you know what? They landed a tangential hit on Blackbeard himself.
Everyone was useful, of course, except for Beppo.
Of course, I've confirmed Beppo is fucking useless.
Beppo was just like, hey, someone do something.
He's like, guys, look out, guys. Okay, cool. It's like Law didn't even bother giving him any direction.
Yeah.
Law was just like ignored him completely. Everyone else, you got a job to do. You all know what to do. Beppo was basically treated like the fodder of the crew. Like the fodder of Law's crew didn't get any directions. Neither did Beppo.
Oh my God.
Because he's fucking trash.
Absolute garbage. Absolute freaking garbage.
But and it was good tactics too. Like so many devil fruit users.
Oh my God.
They know they destroy the ship. They're kind of fucked.
And it's really cool because now we get to see their tactics. Now we get to see like why they're submarine, what they do, and what they're about. And not only that, but like the Blackbeard Pirates teleporting, bro.
Yep.
We're talking Blackbeard actually being like, we're not dipping this time. We're actually gonna stay to fight. Like
because he knows
we started.
Blackbeard knows he can take on Law. He knows he can take out the rest of Law's crew. Like so, of course he's not running. He only runs when the odds aren't way in his favor.
But the fact that his own crew was like, we bitching out?
I know.
We're bitching out? What are we doing?
It's about time for us to run away, right? That's usually how it goes.
Bro. Yeah,
No, but he's confident now that everyone has devil fruit abilities. Now that he has overwhelming odds in his favor.
Law calling them anchors. He's like, and then Blackbeard's like, it's worth it, bro. It's worth it
for all that power, and he's about to show it. You give our boy Law some props. He lands some big hits. He lands some big hits. But
big ol' hits.
If we know one thing about Blackbeard, is that this man can take punishment.
He can take punishment right now. And bro, Law literally chopping Pegasus in half. Doc being like, "Damn," throwing apples. Somehow they're bombs.
I again exhibit what like E now of this man not remembering what he read. We already saw that Doc Q has trick apples. Basically, he tried to
Yes, we
poison
know.
Luffy one
Yes,
time.
we know.
Okay,
Yes, we know. We know.
okay, just
Okay.
saying. All of a
Okay.
sudden, he
Okay.
knows.
No, but like it's crazy. Like Law's kind of taking them all right now, and I think it's because of the Wano arc. Not because that he's more like ballsy, but more like he's gotten more like used to like fighting like this. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's willing to just throw down.
yeah,
Yep. I mean, of course, with the strong possibility that Okiji's on board, like there's zero chance Law wins this. But this might be where Aokiji decides to betray Blackbeard.
too early to say though.
It's
Too
a
early.
little
It's
early.
too
It would be a
early.
little
It's a little
early.
too early, man.
But he's gonna.
Like-
I see if Aokiji's there, he's gonna intervene. Kobe's gonna be there, he's gonna intervene. Small prediction. I'm gonna say that Aokiji is gonna free Kobe, and Kobe is going to save Law.
But why now? Why now? Why then and there? I don't think it's a tactical move to do it right then and
No,
there.
so
Why, just
Aokiji's
for
not
Law?
gonna.
Just for
Aokiji's
Law?
not openly gonna free Kobe. But that's why
Oh, yeah,
he's not
he's
directly
gonna
gonna
He's
intervene.
gonna slip the key. Like no, okay,
Whatever, like he can do it.
I think so, but I don't think right now. I don't think it's happening within the next 5 chapters. I don't think so.
I don't know.
I really don't think so. All right, look, this is what is going on right now. This is what is going on. I got nothing.
So I mean, we've already known that Kuma the Tyrant, that's been his epithet for a while.
Man's holding the Bible. Forgive me, Lord. Forgive me. Forgive me,
Lord, for I have
please.
sinned.
And then freaking what's it called? Not Kuma. What's his name? Jinbei. He's like, well, which one of his crimes? I don't know why, but he said that in a way where it was like, do we have to pay attention to this now?
No, I mean we've always had to pay attention. As soon as he was called the Kuma the Tyrant, and like he's been like such a pacifist for the most
But
part.
which one got him a life sentence? Tax evasion, perhaps?
You know what? That One Piece IRS. does
That
not
One Piece
fuck around.
IRS. The debt fruit.
The debt fruit. I mean, we know that Oda likes to have his misunderstood kings, like the kings that appear to be evil, but they're actually. We saw that in Alabasta. We saw that in Dressrosa.
Always.
You know, like it's a thing that he's done before. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that Kuma is a benevolent person, and for some reason or other, the populace started thinking of him as a tyrant, ousting him, becoming a pirate, getting connections with the revolutionaries.
You already saw with Joker.
And then getting arrested.
And Dressrosa with the king being forcefully manipulated with the strings by Joker. Like, it's different, you know?
I mean, that's what I was saying. So, like, Dressrosa and Alabasta, you see how
I tuned them out for a second.
like how the population's opinions are manipulated for sure.
Of course. And Bonnie just like kind of like just being really angry and like she's honestly out for revenge. What I thought was really cool about her power is like turning everyone old, some people young.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty interesting seeing the text under Luffy where it's like a potential future, meaning that he might actually fucking die before that.
I mean, I still sort of believe that Luffy's gonna die at the end of the series. And
like, why not? Like, I mean, like
a little Easter egg. That old man Luffy, we've seen it before. It's cool. Like, it's a fun little tidbit.
I thought it would have been cooler if we like honestly, I was expecting like the Garp looking dude. Imagine.
I mean, because the Garp looking Luffy in the future would only exist if he were to mature and grow into that role. Just becoming older is not a way to get there.
I see what you're saying. Freaking Chopper too. He's just all feeble. Yeah, I like that.
Like this little old man. The question remains, like, why would Kuma subject himself to this?
That is true. That's one of Bonnie's biggest questions.
Bonnie keeps saying that he hated the government. So why did he subject himself to it? Now we see here, like the big fucking stinger at the end of the chapter, Vegapunk and Dragon are on speaking terms and maybe even friends. That threw me for a fucking loop. I did not expect that at all.
Looking like Daft Punk too while at it.
So Dragon saying like, "Oh, don't kid around like that." That means he doesn't want Vegapunk to die. And so if he's had contact with Vegapunk this whole time, he's known what Kuma's been going through. So
our what we're saying is that Vegapunk is this one of the reasons why the government might want him dead? They just found out like, no, wait, hold up.
could be.
Vegapunk is actually another revolutionary. Low key.
I mean,
lowest of keys.
I don't know, like maybe, but I think we could maybe deduce that Vegapunk has been working with Dragon from the jump, and so Kuma subjecting himself to this
was like whatever
was part of the revolutionaries' plan. Now, what is the revolutionaries' plan? Was it just to get Kuma into Marijoa? If that was the case, then why did they rescue him? Just to get certain information? Are they looking for something right now?
And he's broken too. Like, why?
But he was recording because you have Dragon, like some chapters back, saying, Kuma, like, what can you tell us? Was this just a
but
big
he's a cyborg
plan?
But I really doubt it. Why would they just waste someone that powerful and that good for that? Like,
how else can you get someone to Marijoa though? Like long term. And like really see what they're doing, what the government's doing.
But then, if he's a cyborg, just why not just put a USB in him and like actually play it on something? Like, why is this all like?
Wait, what are you contesting here?
Well, he's a cyborg.
Yes.
Okay, now just put a little cable in him and just start recording his memories. Like, start like putting him on screen.
I mean, that's literally why Dragon is asking him, "What did you see?" As in, time to show me.
I don't know, but I was like, why not have like a USB port on him or something like that? I'm not sure what your issue here is. Do you think those memories are locked in him forever?
No, I'm not saying. Since he's a cyborg, he should be able to like project it at least.
Well, he didn't. We didn't see him revealing anything. Like I feel like you're taking issue with something non-existent right now.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay. But look, now I'm gonna guess.
Okay, yeah. Like, as I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I'm gonna say Vegapunk is definitely part of the revolutionaries. There's no way, because if you're on speaking in terms of Dragon, the most dangerous, most wanted, man in the world, that cannot fly with government. It just straight up can't. It just can't. It just really can't, bro.
No, but I get the feeling that Vegapunk is just the guy who just follows the science. I don't think he's like necessarily good or bad. I think generally he wants to help people, but he's just following the science.
He just wants to progress. He just wants
to see progress. And I think from what we know of him is that in his homeland, which is an icy, snowy island, is that he wanted to do climate control there too, but he didn't have the resources or the equipment or like the engineers to make it happen. So it never.
Look at this guy's brain's working. Yeah, right? Yeah.
And so that tells us that okay, Vegapunk actually has a good heart, maybe, and we're seeing that he brought that dream to fruition and how he wants to spread this out to the world. I think Vegapunk's God is just progress. That's all he wants. And if he can do that working for the government, he's going to do that. If he can do that working with the revolutionaries, he's going to do that. I think he's more neutral good, maybe, if I had to put him on an alignment chart.
Maybe, perhaps.
But like, so I don't think he's actually revolutionary. I think he's just like, oh, Dragon wants to talk to me. Will this help me? Yes, then I will associate with that.
Or maybe even just Dragon just wants to talk about, like, I just said how to fix Kuma, maybe, like in an electrical sense or something like that. Maybe there's something wrong with that.
I mean, it could be both. But again, Dragon is talking to him like they're friends. But, oh man, I just do not know what to make of that. That's fucking wild. Last thing that happened this chapter, we find out that we have the rest of the Straw Hats. They're going to go check out
the labs.
The main
They're
lab.
Check out the labs, yeah.
We're going to see what Vegapunk's been working
Except for Zoro and Brook. Zoro being always a G, being like, nah, I'm going to check it. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to make sure nothing happens to the Sunny.
He's often the one that just stays behind on the ship. He knows how important it is. He doesn't trust Vegapunk, so he's not just about to wander into a trap. And he knows Sanji's with them, so they'll be all right. Like, Zoro has a lot of faith in Sanji.
Yeah.
And the crew's going to go see what Vegapunk's been working on, like the main stuff he's been... Because we just saw their junk pile, and they have a fucking beam sword in there. It's fucking dope.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's junk to Vegapunk. So I am excited to see what Vegapunk's really fucking working on right now.
Talking about working with. Who's he working with, Sam? He had a prediction. Maybe even a long-term one from the moon. What it is? Tell him. You hear it here now on Slime Time, and only Slime Time.
So, when last chapter I was looking at those little mini guys walking around, They look suspiciously like the little mini guys that were in Enel's cover story.
Helmets and all.
Yeah, they're little robots. We see that the old man who maybe created them send them up, like they ended up in the moon.
Yep.
So could these be Vegapunk's creations? Could the old man that we saw on the cover page be a Vegapunk? Maybe the OG Vegapunk?
Maybe.
That's a pretty far out theory right there.
Maybe.
But it's worth thinking about for sure.
Yeah.
And one last thing that got mentioned was that Kuma is from a very special race.
Yes, I saw that too. Yes. And maybe like cloning him might have been like something obviously that Vegapunk was interested in. So maybe that's where the relation came from. Like, oh, you get to experiment on Kuma, but you have to do this for us.
Yep. And I mean, there's something special about Kuma's blood.
Meaning also something special with Bonnie too.
Which, yeah, exactly. Yeah, something special about Bonnie as well. I don't know. Like, he's not a Lunarian, because even though he has the brown skin, he doesn't have white hair.
Just big old chin, bro. That's all he has.
Just a big ass.
Just big old chest too. Just
the Chin tribe.
He's just like that. He's always pulled up like that. That's it. Always got the shades on too.
But I mean, is this a species that we've heard of or a new one? I don't know. I don't think we ever saw any of them with little wings. I really don't think he's a Lunarian. This must be another race.
This has to be. What have to do with his panda ears, bro? He has ears, right? Or is that just his hat?
No, that's just his hat.
Ah, pues. Okay.
This part of his name, Kuma, means bear in
Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, last but not least, the fits.
The fits?
They're pretty nice.
I liked Robin's jacket. I think that Robin's jacket is pretty fucking.
I wish she had like a pants at least.
I wish she had pants too. It's kind of weird that all the girls just have the
underwear and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, whatever. I know Jerry's like jizzing everywhere right
licking
now.
the screen. He's like, "Wow, we just needed this. This is what we needed. This is exactly what we needed." Yeah. Sanjay looking pretty cool. I think everyone looks cool. Honestly, I think especially Usopp and Sanjay always have the fits most of the time.
Usopp, but yeah,
it is a little like goofy, but I think I like. I think it fits.
It's unique.
It's unique
for sure.
But freaking
damn, dude,
Frankie, bro.
Oh yeah, Frankie is fucking weird, but he likes weird, so.
Yeah, Sanjay's like, yeah, nah, bro, we're not.
I'm gonna say like I'm looking forward most to Frankie this arc, honestly.
Frankie is hyped. Frankie is literally hyped, and
I'm ready to see how he changes throughout this arc.
It's gonna be like never meet your what was it called?
I never meet your heroes. I mean, that's the same thing that happened with Chopper. Chopper met Hogback in Thriller Bark, and he was just like, "Man, this guy's a piece of shit. I fucking hate you."
Yeah.
I hope that Frankie gets a similar sort of arc, because that was Chopper's through line in Thriller Bark was pretty good. Frankie could have a really good one too, like that. And he's gonna be taking a lot of the fucking tech he finds here, and we're gonna better get a really fucking dope.
I hope we get to keep the laser thing. I don't know. For sure, the gloves. If they don't come with us, someone just gotta be using.
I wanna see an admiral on this island.
I wanna see. We might even see Aokiji, but I'm telling you right now. Prediction for me. I'm locking this one. We're gonna see that boy. I forgot his name. Light fruit. Or bright fruit. Bling fruit.
Kizaru.
He's gonna come up. There's no way I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up.
I mean, yeah, I already called that a while ago, but yeah.
Oh, I mean I'm sorry.
Okay, but yeah, as I said, my prediction is that Aokiji is going to free Kobe. Kobe's going to save Law. Because next chapter, we're going to be seeing the conclusion of the fight. I think Law's going to lose. Because we already saw the turntabling right now.
If Law loses, then we have to win somehow.
Well, someone has to save him. That's it. Someone just has to save him.
Someone has to save him. Have to go that far? Nah.
The victory here is that Law and Kobe are going to be together now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like Law's going to lose that fight, but he's going to gain an ally. And I think that's going to be important going forward. But holy shit, what a fucking chapter. 1064.
1064. We'll see you next time.